And remember, it's top 6. Again, top 6. You want to we're going to progress. Sun is shining. We haven't actually seen any rain today, which we were expecting, which is good. And the 10-second countdown has begun.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Okay, so we're off and away, and it looks like Marcel Gasquet, the German hopeful, the only 11 lapper, has flamed out on the start grid. So that's not a good start for him. They're off and away on the first lap. Looks like Daniel Reckwood's going to lead us round. Elliot Boots in second, Willits third. Jerome Sartell is 4. So it's all very close on lap number 1. We're off and away now. So here we go, we're off and away, we're cooking on gas, and we are onto the left hand side of the track. Elliot Boots running in second. There he is. Daniel Reckwood showing some interesting lines coming down the hill and back up again. And Elliot Boots right on his gearbox now as they work their way down the hill and back up again over the ski jump. We're going to go into the first corner. Daniel Reckwood, our early leader. We have Elliot Boots with the Durango in second. Then it's Simon Willits in third. Jerome Sartell running 4. The wind is picking up, coming in through my window, giving me a bit of a chill. Right hand side, Daniel Reckwood down the straightaway. He is our leader. Elliot Boots holding on to second. And we've got Simon Willits, round 1 TQ, running in third. Jerome Sartell is 4. And it's Kando Ignacio. He's running in 5. Martin Bear is 6. Jorn Newman is 7. Willits with a big crash in front of the hill. And the marshal can't get to him, so he's dropped right down the pack. And that's going to be bad news for Simon Willits. Marcel Gasquet at the back of the field really struggling. Over the step up. And onto the left hand side of the track goes our leaders. Still Daniel Reckwood with the Mugen. And Elliot Boots with the Durango. Running in second, working their way back up the hill onto the step on. And they're going to step off. And Daniel Reckwood running wide. Elliot Boots looking down the inside, almost takes his front end off as they come into the first corner. Reckwood looking at a wide line, and Elliot Boots trying to chop the corner off. Through the doubles. Onto the left hand side they go, up the double. This is for first and second. Reckwood leading Boots. Boots looking maybe the better of the two. As he comes back up the hill. Big off from Ignacio and collecting Jorn Newman. And they work down the straightaway again. The gap between them about the same. Elliot Boots seem to be a bit quicker around the end of the straightaway. And they go on the little short shoot. Up over the race section. Double. Nicely landed by both drivers. Jerome Sartell, they're right on their gearbox. They're not able to shake him yet with the Agama car. And Martin Bear, fast man in practice, he is closing the gap on them. Elliot Boots really closing up the gap now at the front. Daniel Reckwood, Elliot Boots going at it. Down the straight they go. Into the first corner at the moment. Reckwood out front, Boots is second. Jerome Sartell third. Martin Bear 4. Then we've got Jorn Newman is 5. Simon... No, that's not Simon West. Not quite sure who that is. We're working our way around the top side of the track, down into the centre, around the hairpin, up onto the step-on. Then we're going to step off. Elliot Boots gets hooked up on a pipe, gets away with it. Jerome Sartell right on his gearbox. Pink and white shell, yellow wheels. There goes our leaders into the double section. They are out on lap number 9. Reckwood running a little bit wide, getting out there. Boots really pushing hard, closing the gap. There's right on his gearbox again. Boots closing in with a Durango car. Reckwood a little bit out of shape again. Down off the hill they go. Onto the ski jump. Down the straightaway. And into the first corner. Boots really hooked up into that first corner. Car almost GTI-ing as they go through the double doubles. And Boots definitely seems to be slightly faster. Maybe a bit more out of control, but if he can keep it on his wheels. Looks like Sartell off the side of the track. Bayer into third. So as we come up the hill, Bayer going to come down. There he is. Sartell getting a bit of a high side. Jorn Newman in fifth. And then with BT and the 12 car of Martin Kahner from Austria, they're battling it out for the sixth spot. On board with Martin Bayer looking to get into third. In fact, he is in third now. Reckwood and Boots still out front. And we have Bayer in third. There he is, working his way down the hill into the hairpin. Jerome and Jorn coming together. Go down the hill. Jerome Sartell hooked up on the pike. That's going to allow Kahner, so Martin Kahner, right onto the gearbox to him. And BT, who is actually in seventh at the moment, is right behind them. So those three cars working their way into the double doubles now is fifth, sixth and seventh. So they're going to stay on board with them on the left hand side of the track over the double. Going to come round the sweeper, down the hill they go. Very bumpy now, into the hairpin. And onto the step on, step off. Jerome Sartell doing well with the Agamar car. Holding off Kahner and Rabiti. Oh, Kahner straight on at the end of the straight. Was that a problem or was that just catching a bump? Not quite sure. And if we can pick up with our leaders on the right hand side of the track, it looks like Bayer, coming down into the end of the straight, is now right on the gearbox of Elliott Boots. So Elliott Boots is just coming for fuel, as does Jorn Newman. So Boots and Newman in for fuel and out again. On board with Bayer. Bayer seems to be catching up to Reckwood, so he is the fastest man on track at the moment. Let's try and check out a hot lap before Bayer. 29.7, not the fastest man on track. Reckwood has actually done a 29.4. So it's very close at the front of this one. We are about 7.5 minutes in. We are looking at the little short shoot. Bayer is in second. Looks like Jorn Newman making his way up onto the gearbox of Elliott Boots with the two Durango cars. Working their way down the hill. No Durangos in the securely in the main yet. Oh, Jorn Newman giving Elliott Boots a little bit of a tag. No harm, no foul. They don't want to get hooked up with each other. Maybe Elliott Boots would be better off letting Jorn through, being a teammate and all. They can secure two in the final. Elliott's is a racer and he's going to want to be up as high as possible in that main. Just up in front though, Martin Bayer has got right on the gearbox of our leader, Daniel Reckwood, and looks like Boots having a bobble, and Kahner and Sartell right with him now. So as Reckwood in the top right hand corner of our screen works his way down the straightaway, and Bayer in second, they are very close together now over the double doubles. Our two leaders, and Bayer is definitely faster. He's looking for a way through. Single, didn't get quite the run up coming into that corner. Jorn Newman also closing up. As they come up the hill, you'll be able to see Jorn Newman maybe coming into the back shot. There he is in third. So Jorn Newman in third now. Elliott Boots having a great battle with Kahner at back of the field. We stay on board with our leaders as they go through the double doubles. Bayer looking for a way by. Reckwood holding his own through the S section onto the double. Bayer just struggling with finding that nice line over the double. He's going to look down the inside. As they come into the hairpin halfway down the hill, they're going to work their way back up onto the step on, step off. Bayer looking for a way by onto the ski jump. Down the hill they go. Reckwood with the Mugen and Bayer with the Losi. And Jorn Newman definitely catching up. You can see him in the background of the picture. Bayer jumping down the inside of Reckwood and making it stick as they come over to step up. Bit of a cheer from the Losi boys as he makes his way to the top of the pile for the first time. So Martin Beyer was very fast in practice and proving that he hasn't quite lost that. So they go down the ski jump. Jorn Newman definitely catching up to these. Then we've got Jerome Sartell is in the 4 spot. Elliot Boots is in 5, Rabiti is 6 and Kana is 7. Over the step up goes Jorn Newman. Over the double, he's definitely closing. Looks like he is the fastest man on track. Working his way around the halfway down the hill, down the hairpin, stepping on, stepping off. Does look a little bit out of control, but I think that's just how Jorn Newman likes to drive. He drives his cars hard. As they work their way, Redwood holding on to Beyer, not letting him get too far away from him. As they come over the step up, they're working their way onto the left hand side of the track, coming up behind a back marker. Getting away with it though as they go round the sweeper and down the hill, halfway down into the hairpin. They are leading us round onto the step-on, stepping off. And then we've got Reckwood running in 2nd. Jorn Newman definitely catching in 3rd. And they are coming up to about 8 minutes to go. We're past half race distance. And Beyer with a bobble. Not going to cost him any places though. He's battling with a back marker. That looks like Martin Kana. And still tagging with Kana, so the 12 car causing a bit of a problem. And that's allowed Reckwood to close up a little bit of a gap. Jorn Newman almost right on the gearbox of Reckwood now as they work their way on the right hand side of the track. Over the ski jump, down the hill into the sweeper at the end of the straight. Jorn Newman with the Durango running in 3rd. You can see these gaggle of cars, a lot of them are back markers, but Martin Beyer at the front of them, he is our leader. 2nd place man is Daniel Reckwood, got to get past 2 back markers, the 7 and the 12 car. So the 7 car is at the moment Carnel Inicio. He seems to have negotiated that, so it's just going to be Kana for Reckwood next. This is all letting our leader Beyer get away. The rest of the field is looking very close. At the moment it's Riccardo Rabiti running in that last bump spot. He's working his way around the top of the hill, working down into the hairpin. Elite Boots is just in front of him, so Boots and Rabiti on the right hand side of the track working over the ski jump down the hill. So if we can go on board with them, they are 5th and 6th. Onto the doubles and over the step up for Boots and Rabiti. Rabiti seems to be closing the gap a little bit. Let's see who that is. It's the 8 car behind them. Working our way down the hill. Over the ski jump. Boots and Rabiti. Borja Hernandez having a flame out. So Hernandez having a flame out. Looks like the 11 car as well having a flame out. And the 11 car, I believe, is Rabiti. So Rabiti's car has stopped. That's going to change things completely. That could put Borja Hernandez. No, Hernandez is out. That could put Gasquet back in the mixer. Marcel Gasquet in the 1 car. As they come through the line, try and find out where he is. As he works through the doubles, try and pick up with Gasquet. He is currently was behind Rabiti. There he is. Let's follow him. He's our fastest man after qualifying. And he, I think, needs to catch up to Carlos Torres. So if we stay on board with him and see what happens, because we know that he has the speed. He's very fast around this track here in San Germany. And we are on lap number 29. 29 for our leader. We've seen a lot of cars flaming out in these finals. We're going to stay on board with Guskay. He is running in 7th at the moment. The car that he needs to get in front of is Elliott Boots. So as he gets hooked up, Elliott Boots working his way into the double-double. That's our 6th place man. Boots having a real few moments, so really seems to be struggling a little bit. Simon Willits not too far back, I think, as well. I take that back. Elliott Boots moves into the 4th spot with a couple of bobbles. Jerome Swartell is 5. So as they come through the line, let's try and see where everyone is. It's all a bit crazy at the moment. So there we go, it's Jerez. So Guskay in the 1 car is in 6th. If I can confirm, Guskay in the 1 car is in 6th. And the car he needs to stay in front of is the one right behind him. So working his way down the hill and back up, going step on, step off. So Guskay back in the top step, working his way down into the first sweeper. There's not too much between them as they go over the double-doubles. Marcel Guskay onto the step up. This is for 6th, remember, last bump up. We are not too far from time now. As we come on board, we're still with Guskay. That last bump up position, the very fast German working his way over the ski jump down the hill. There he goes, on to the stuff of the 8 car of Carlos Jerez from Portugal, not giving up. We're coming over the step up. Jerez is really closing the gap this time through. We've got about 3 minutes remaining. Onto the step on, step off. We're staying on board with our last bump position, and they're catching Jerome Sartell. Oh, it's getting very interesting now. And Elliott Boots is not too far up. So as we come into the end of this one, it's going to get closer and closer. Jerome Sartell around the top left-hand side, as is Marcel Guskay. And it's the 8 car of Carlos Jerez. Onto the ski jump, and down the hill goes our 6th place man. And he is definitely closing the gap. That marker lets him through, definitely closing the gap on the 5th place man. Again, Bayer out front, Reckwood is 2nd, Jorn Newman 3rd, Elliott Boots 4th, Jerome Sartell, Guskay and Carlos Jerez 5th, 6th and 7th. That's who we're going to stay with, as that is where it's at. The 8 car seems to have dropped back a little bit from Guskay, but as they come down the ski jump, Sartell and Guskay 5th and 6th. Guskay goes down the inside at the end of the straightaway. What a move as they come into the double-doubles. So Guskay running a little bit wide, Sartell looking to get him back. They're going to come into the left-hand side of the track. Over the doubles, round the sweeper. Marcel Guskay from Germany holding on to a 5th place now. So Jerome Sartell drops down to that 6th point. Who's rolled it over? I can't quite see. It's Guskay. So right on the gearbox of him is the 8 car of Carlos Jerez from Portugal. Some big gasps from some German fans, but cheers from the Portuguese. We've got 1 minute and 30 remaining. 1 minute and 30 remaining. Marcel Guskay holding on to that last bump spot, and our Martin Bayer, our leader, getting amongst them now. So that could cause a few problems because these drivers have to let him through. He is the faster car. So as we're on the right-hand side of the track, working our way down the hill, these guys are catching up to Elliott Boots now. And they come over the step up into the double-double. Guskay jumping over the top of a back marker. Also, this could really get a problem as the battling for the last bump up have to let the leaders through. So the 7 car pulls over and yields. He's not actually in the mix at the moment. It's Marcel Guskay and Carlos Jerez, the 8 and the 1 car. They're battling for it. Beyer having a moment at the end of the straightaway, getting out of the way off the battle. We've got 30 seconds remaining. Marcel Gusquet over the step up, round through the S station. Elliot Boots seems to be struggling a little bit as he seems to be caught by Jerome Sartell. So the 8K of Carlos Jerez, he is running in the 7 spot as he has a big moment. Marcel Gusquet getting up on 2 wheels. Beyer going to let him through. This is probably going to be our last lap. They might make it through. Yes, they do. So the 8 car of Carlos Jerez has it all to do. And that's where it's at. Who's that over? It's Elliot Boots. So Elliot Boots is right with Marcel Gusquet coming around the top left-hand sweeper. And Sartell getting in front of them both. So Sartell, Boots and Gusquet all together. As long as they don't take each other out, they'll be okay. Oh, it doesn't matter. Carlos Jerez has crashed. And looks like Gusquet just going to get Elliot Boots. So Elliot Boots will finish in 6th. Gusquet will get 5th. Jerome Agoin will get 4th. Jon Newman will finish 3rd. Daniel Reckwood will be 2nd. And Martin Beyer taking a very dominant semi-B. Very exciting. So again, Martin Beyer taking the win. Daniel Reckwood will be 2nd. Jon Newman 3rd. We will have Jerome Sartell will be 4. Marcel Gusquet will be 5, just pipping Elliot Boots to the 5th spot, and Elliot Boots will finish in 6th. So again, another great final there.